Hello friends, I hope you enjoyed learning about all the hands that put the cookies in the jar for us. So many people work so hard. Together we make the world a better, happier, tastier place. So this is a really neat book I saw a year or so ago, and I thought this is a fun way to learn about kids around the world. And because of the gift of writers who share their recipes, we can actually learn how to make cookies that come from different parts of the world. So this book is going to show us about the traditions of other kids around the world using the gifts of Mother Earth where they live. Remember, our Earth is amazing with all of its different ecosystems and habitats, different foods that grow in different places. And because we have transportation on our planet, we're able to share our favorite ingredients the whole world around and explore the world and culture through food. So let's find out a world of cookies for Santa. And maybe this year you'll want to make a different type of cookie from a different place to put on your tray for Santa on Christmas Eve. This book is by M.E. Furman. And look here's our big, beautiful Mother Earth. So many places. And look we're going to travel all around the world, just like Santa on his epic adventure. Here we see him way over here. What fun it must be to be Santa. All around the world, Christmas is a time of giving, while Santa Claus, also called Papa Noel, Father Christmas, Grandfather Frost, and more, packs his sleigh with gifts for children everywhere. They're preparing their own sweet treats and gifts for him. Follow along on Santa's tasty trip around the globe, country by country and cookie by cookie. Yum! Christmas Island! Did you know there's an island named after Christmas? Kitimati, also known as Christmas Island, is the first place in the world to welcome Christmas Day and Santa. Children on this little island in the southern Pacific share their abundant coconut crop and leave him sweet, chewy coconut macaroons. One of my favorite cookies, too. New Zealand. In New Zealand, children remember the reindeer, too, and they leave out hay or carrots for them, as well as crunchy Anzac biscuits and milk for Santa. In New Zealand and in England, they call cookies biscuits. It's a lot different from our biscuits, isn't it? That's the fun of learning about other cultures. It enriches our lives in so many ways. Now we're going to Australia. Santa Claus uses his magic key to open the front door when he visits children in Australia. He leaves small gifts in a sack or stocking by their bedrooms, and their bigger gifts under the tree. Their gift to him is a crispy, fruit-filled white Christmas treat, and because it's summer, a cool glass of milk. Boys and girls who are too excited to sleep might hear the sound of the bell Santa rings as he leaves their house. So look at how fancy their white Christmas treat is. It looks like it's filled with jellied cookies and fruit, candies and fruits. Yum! Look at that koala bear in the tree. In Japan, Hotiosha brings gifts and fortunes to children. They believe he has eyes in the back of his head so he can watch for children who are misbehaving. Better be on your best behavior. After he leaves their gifts on their pillow, Hotiosha enjoys a slice of strawberry-topped Christmas cake the children put out for him. What a lovely surprise. In Indonesia, most homes in Indonesia don't have chimneys, so children put their shoes near the door or in the front of their pretend fireplace they made for Sinterklaas to fill with gifts. In return, children treat him to a taste of the tropics with nastar cookies filled with pineapple jam. In the Philippines, before they go to bed, Filipino children double-check to make sure their parents leave the front door unlatched for Santa Claus to come in. After filling the stockings, Santa finds the children's gift of puto seco, a crisp, melt-in-your-mouth cookie, and a spicy ginger tea called salabat. That's a fun tradition. In Sri Lanka, on Christmas Eve, children come home from midnight mass and hang their stockings on the tree. After Nathnathal Sia, Christmas grandfather puts their gifts in their stockings. He munches on kakis, a lacy fried cookie, while he sips the Ceylon tea the island country is famous for. They're also famous for their Ceylon cinnamon. In India, children hang their stockings by a window if they don't have a fireplace. They leave Christmas Baba, Father Christmas, a crispy fried treat called kulkus, and a cup of spicy chai tea. In South Africa, Kersvader, Father Christmas, arrives in South Africa by donkey. He fills children's stockings with special chocolates and small gifts. They leave him Herzog cookies filled with apricot jam and topped with crunchy coconut meringue. Those look delectable. In Malawi, Father Christmas brings gifts to children at Christmas parties at their school. They thank him with mabatata, sweet potato cookies. Wow, what a fun idea. In Bethlehem, at the site of the first Christmas, many people from around the world visit Bethlehem for this special holiday. Santa brings gifts to children in homes with a cross painted over the door. Children give him mamul, a cookie stuffed with dates and honey and nuts. So dates like this are a favorite ingredient in that part of the world because they have all those wonderful date trees. And of course, honey and nuts like pistachio nuts. Yum, I would love that. See, I see this green in here. I bet those are pistachio nuts. Egypt. Children in Egypt go to bed early in hopes that Baba Noel will climb through the window, enjoy the kak, a sweet biscuit they put out for him, and leave him gifts. In Russia, Ded Moroz, Grandfather Frost, brings Snegushka, Snow Maiden, to deliver gifts. She rides in a sleigh pulled by 3 horses. Children give them a gift of piraniki, a sweet honey spice cookie, and a cup of tea to warm them for the rest of their journey. So they have almost like a troika sleigh. Oh, that looks so fun. That would be one of my favorite things to do, ride on that sleigh. In the Ukraine, Siativ Mykolay, St. Nicholas slips in quietly to put gifts under the pillow of children in the Ukraine. They leave a traditional St. Nick cookie, Mykolachiki, for him. Look at, they're fun to see. They look a lot like our gingerbread cookies, don't they? In Denmark, Julemanda, Christmas man, puts presents under the tree while the family eats Christmas dinner. When everyone is finished eating, the children see the decorated tree for the first time. They thank Julemanda in person for their gifts by sharing their risalamanda, rice pudding, with him. And that's the one where they hide the marzipan pig. It's a lot of fun. In Norway, nearby in Norway, julenissen, Christmas elf, comes into the house on Christmas Eve and asks, "Are there any good children here?" Sometimes the children must sing for him before they receive their gifts. Julenissen is thanked with some risgrum, a sweet rice pudding served with a cherry sauce. Oh, I love cherries. In Poland, the Starman visits families after their Christmas dinner. He asks the children questions and rewards their answers with small gifts. In return, they share fruit-filled kolachki with him and his companions, the Star Boys, who sing for the family. In Germany, German children have been counting down the days until Christmas on their Advent calendars. I bet a lot of you have Advent calendars too. They open the last door of the Advent calendar before they go to bed, excited to see what they will find under the tree from Weihnachtsmann, Christmas man. Making many kinds of Christmas cookies is an important part of Christmas celebration in Germany. Children leave Weihnachtsmann a plate filled with Pepperkaker, Springerly, and gingerbread people. Here's our gingerbread. So many tasty treats. In my family, we made a lot of those because I had family that came from Germany too. So it's fun to have those little traditions. In France, children leave carrots, oats, or apples in the shoes they place by the fireplace or Christmas tree. Père Noël takes the children's gifts to Guy, the donkey who carries his heavy sack. Then he fills the shoes with small gifts and treats. Sometimes they borrow shoes from their parents because they hold more. For himself, Père Noël can choose from any of the 13 desserts families eat during their Christmas Eve celebration. He really likes to have a slice of the Yule log with a glass of wine they leave for him. So this is a special cake called a Yule log, where they make the cake and they put a special filling and then they roll it up so it looks like the log of a tree, and then they decorate it to make it look like it was on the forest floor. Really yummy. In Spain, Spanish children fall into bed late, tired from their festive Noche Buena celebration that brings many family and friends together for a big meal and singing and dancing. They put their shoes on the windowsill or balcony filled with treats of barley and wheat for the wise men's horses. One of the wise men leaves the children gifts. Turron, a nougat candy of almonds, honey, and sugar, is the most popular Christmas treat to leave as a gift. In the Basque country that lies between France and Spain, Olencero, a coal miner from the Pyrenees Mountains, brings coal for the bad children and gifts for the good children. So that's where that coal in your stocking might have come from. Children thank Olencero for their gifts by leaving a glass of wine and almond tile cookies, which are shaped like the roof tiles on their homes. In Great Britain, or what we call England or the United Kingdom, Father Christmas fills the stockings of children in Great Britain. They leave him a gift of fruit-filled mince pie along with a glass of sherry. And I like to watch the British baking show, and now they're going to have Christmas baking shows with a lot of their special traditions. So you can watch it on the Create channel. It's a lot of fun. In Ireland, Santa must be very quiet as he slips in to fill the stockings hung at the foot of the bed in Irish homes. Like in Great Britain, he'll find a mince pie and a glass of milk and sometimes Guinness on the table, along with a candle that will burn all night long. They want to make sure Santa knows how to get in their house, right? In Brazil, when he visits, Papa Noel comes in the front door and finds the children's shoes beside the Christmas tree or presepio nativity scene or next to the beds waiting to be filled with gifts. Children leave him fudge-like sweet called brigadeiro. In Argentina, Papa Noel has to wait until after the big fireworks displays are over before the children will be asleep for his visit. Boys and girls fill their shoes with straw or barley for the camels and leave Papa Noel mantecados de anís, a crumbly cookie with a hint of licorice flavor, and sidra, a sparkling cider. In Chile, chimneys in Chile are too narrow for Viejo Pascuero, old man Christmas, so he climbs in a window. He leaves presents near the manger scene and finds a plate with a gift of pan de Pascua, a Christmas bread filled with candied fruits. So candied fruits like this. Yummy. Puerto Rico. Kids and boys and girls in Puerto Rico leave straw in shoeboxes under their beds for the camels of the wise men. They also leave mantecadito, a cherry-studded shortbread cookie for the wise men who bring the children gifts. Oh, those look yummy. I love cherries. In Costa Rica, look at the Costa Rica has the rainforest. So beautiful. Colacho brings gifts to children in Costa Rica and puts them under the fragrant cypress tree. Costa Rican children leave him a gift of crunchy, star-shaped suspiros and a glass of rompope, eggnog flavored with coconut. Lots of coconut in that part of the world. I enjoy coconut, don't you? In Mexico, just after midnight, Mexican children get to break open a piñata filled with small toys and treats. After they go to bed, Santa arrives to bring their gifts. He looks forward to the nutty, sugar-coated Mexican wedding cookies they leave for him, along with a cup of sweet, spicy Mexican hot chocolate that warms him up as he heads further north again, where it's cold. So when I do my Spanish classes and we study about La Navidad, we make besos y abrazos, hugs and kisses, which are like Mexican wedding cakes. And inside are those little kisses and hugs that are so tasty. In the United States, all across America, children have decorated their trees and hung their stockings waiting for Santa and his reindeer to arrive. From Maine to California and all the states in between, Santa will find a glass of milk and a plate of cookies. Children might choose to give him decorated gingerbread people, iced sugar cookies, or the classic American chocolate chip cookie. They also sometimes leave carrots for Santa's reindeer. I think that's a very kind thing to do. They work so hard, and they need to have a good healthy snack too, don't they? In Canada, the nights are long in the northernmost part of North America, but Santa Claus finds his way to Montreal, Canada by the millions of Christmas lights on display across the city. They can be seen from space. In the French-speaking region of Quebec, Père Noël warms himself by the fire while he fills children's stockings and enjoys spicy fruit-filled hermit cookies they leave. They're perfect for dunking in the milk the children leave with the cookies. As he gets to Canada's western coast, Father Christmas appreciates the warm pot of tea and rich layered Nanaimo bars that children leave for him. In Alaska, our northmost state, when Santa arrives in Alaska, he's pretty close to the North Pole home. There is a town called North Pole, Alaska, but it's different. Alaskan children give him Eskimo cookies, a chewy, fudgy oatmeal cookie that is cooked on top of the stove, not in the oven. In Hawaii, that's our wonderful state in the Pacific Ocean, Hawaiian children won't hear the sounds of hoofs on their roofs, but they might see Santa's footprints in the sand where he hopped off the surfboard pulled by a dolphin. Kanakaloka comes through the windows that are left open to allow the cooling trade winds to blow through. Children will find their gifts under the trees they decorate with garland shells and starfish. The present they give him of sweet, chewy pineapple and macadamia bars is a refreshing treat. After visiting the last home in Pago Pago, Santa flies back to the wintry North Pole. He is warmed by the thoughts of the joy the boys and girls he visited will feel as they opened their gifts, and by the sweet memories of the giving spirit children everywhere showed through the treats they shared with him. And what's fun about this book is it has recipes for all these special cookies so that we can enjoy exploring the world and our Christmas traditions around the world through food. What a fun way to explore our beautiful Mother Earth. Happy holidays, and don't forget to leave a plate of cookies and some carrots for our reindeer friends on Christmas Eve.